just being silent isn't necessarily a spiritual practice. The way we bring ourselves to it is, and we can try to practice silence in terms of the physical, not being around, say, listening to a podcast or music. But the real work is done as we grow this inner silence and we bring ourselves to that space in a sort of rested innerness. And that actually, for me, is about lots of things. I had this sort of experience once praying and saying, God, some days I can hear your voice really clearly, and other days I can't. Why is that? And as I prayed, I sort of had this picture of this beautiful crystal lake, and I could see right to the bottom. And I felt God saying, like, this is me, this is my voice, this is my accessibility. And then as I watched, I was throwing all this stuff in, from like Netflix to podcasts to Spotify to just social events and conversations. And as I did, it touched the bottom and all the sand kicked up and all the sediment came up. And God said, my voice is the same, but sometimes you overcrowd your life so much that you can't hear me. You can't enjoy the waters of my love and of my voice. And for me, that was my first lesson in silence, being like, man, if I don't stop for a minute, and that for me, that includes reading books. I can get on the book train pretty bad and fill up all my spare time reading books. And the silence that I need is an intellectual silence. I need to put those books down and just let God fill that space. Sometimes it's listening to podcasts while I'm doing the dishes or driving. Sometimes it's just that all of my prayer is talking to God and not receiving. And as I look at my life and sort of defrag the noise, all of that I see as noise. It's not sinful. I'm not saying it's sinful, but it is noise. And what I want to do is like push all of that noise as far to the periphery as I can to create an inner silence, so that when I stop to do my silence in the morning or the evening or lunchtime, I'm able to bring my whole self to it without hitting like a brick wall at 100 miles per hour. So yes, the practice of silence, I think, is crucial. I think our communities need it. I think our churches need to practice it. But I think it has to come wrapped up in the sense of like, how am I denoising my life so that I'm not bringing this volume to silence every time I arrive to it, but I'm actually able to stop and say, God, let me be still before you and hear your voice and receive what you have to offer.